Hi there and welcome. If you're new, if you are tagging along on this journey with me, welcome back to Solely Creations. My name is Isenia. Here on my channel, we plan, we get organized, budget, we cash plan, and we cash stuff. If those are things that interest you, I really hope that you follow along for more. Hi there and welcome. Here we are together again. For this video, we are going to be doing the second pay period in November's budget. We're going to make our end of the month contributions for December's bills. That way those are out of the way. We don't have to worry about that. And then whatever's left over from IOUs and bills, we'll use that amount to cash plan to add whatever savings we can into our cash envelopes and binders. I hope that everyone is doing well and had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you got to spend as much time as you could with your family and your friends. It's a great time to gather and just spend as much quality time as we can, be grateful for one another. We did have a great Thanksgiving. It went smooth. I've noticed over the years that Thanksgiving has gotten a little bit easier, especially as the girls get older. Just because they're a little bit more independent, you know, they can keep each other company while I'm cooking. And I think I've mastered my cooking routine, which is great because that's taken some time to really get down as far as like what to put in, how long to put it in, and to make sure that everything comes out at the same time and everything's nice and hot and warm. So our turkey day was a success. I hope that yours was as well. We also did try our butterbeer experiment, which was great. I found a recipe online that I followed, but we did tweak it a little bit by adding some Baileys just to give it a little bit of a kick, and it was delicious. I absolutely loved it. I think we'll try a couple different ways and use different ingredients to see the differences in taste. The Baileys made the butterbeer a little bit more creamier than what I pictured, but overall it tasted great. I'll post a picture, show you guys what it looked like. And then we made just, you know, the regular non-alcoholic for the girls, which they absolutely loved. So it was fun. It was a fun little experiment, and I think I'll try that again next year. I am excited to be able to sit down, spend a little time with my cash envelopes and get my budget out of the way. I've got a few things that I'm working on as far as getting prepared for the new month in December, so I'm stoked about that. We are going to get started with the budget and get our totals for bills. That way we can figure out how much we have to set aside in our savings. So we're on the second pay period of November. And of course we've got our IOUs done, so that's already out of the way. I know what totals, we don't have to stress about that. What I'm going to do is list my individual contributions to the bills, my husband's individual contributions to the bills. With whatever's left over, we'll come up with our cash stuffing goals and our budget goals. So we'll start with mine. Make sure I write small enough. I always get a little too excited for this part and end up writing big. The nice thing, even though we had the Thanksgiving expenses, is that IOUs were not crazy this pay period. And then nicely enough, I noticed there were a lot of savings for groceries related to Turkey Day. I went to the grocery store, and I always wait till the last possible moment to buy the turkey, just because defrosting it and just making sure, as far as like avoiding bacteria and things like that, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So when I went, I noticed everything was on sale. That's crazy. Super appreciative. But I didn't expect that. I really expected Turkey Day to be at least 3 times more expensive than what we're used to. And I will leave these 2 spots blank for credit card payments. And then I think another thing that I noticed, just like a random thought, because I hear barking. Another reason why I like recording at night is because I don't get the chaos of barking. Our housing area is relatively, you know, we're relatively close to one another. Like, we have walls that separate our backyards, and so just like 10 feet away, I've got a neighbor on each side, and then from our backyard, there's hardly any space that immediately goes into the neighbor's backyard. So one thing I like about recording at night is that I don't have to worry about the barking. So if you hear barking, I apologize. The dogs are talking to one another and seeing how they are. When our dogs are out there, my Terrier Chihuahua mix is an instigator. He likes to stir up the conversation, so he's always out there barking and riling everybody up, riling up all the other dogs. So luckily he's inside, so he's not the instigator. There is a dog across the way that really likes to yap. Okay, what am I missing? Okay. And then the totals. Okay, so it's mine. Let me do my husband's, which is essentially the same thing. Like I always say, we evenly contribute to bills. It's just the few like credit card contributions and things like that that are different. Our electric bill was so low this month. I'm so excited. And we haven't been really using the heat yet just because it's still pretty nice here. We use it between the hours of like 1 and 3 maybe. If it gets below 72 degrees, it'll kick on. But that's very rare. We're not gonna really see cool weather until mid-December. So that'll be nice. We'll have a little bit of break from both electric and gas until January. And then my husband is still doing a little extra for his credit obligations to get that down. And then I use, oh, you know what I didn't do? The girl savings. We like to do a certain amount to the girl savings. Okay, perfect. So I have my individual contributions, my husband's contributions. We've got our IOUs tallied. What I'm going to do is figure out the totals for everything, and then we'll come back after I've done the cash stuffing and budget goals and review together. Alrighty, so after everything, we were able to come up with cash stuffing goals of continuing to prioritize 100 envelope 52-week binders, contribute what we can to those. We're also going to add to as many cash envelopes as possible. I want to put at least a little bit into each envelope, continue that gradual increase in each envelope, which I think they're on a good pace as far as the dollar amounts that are being stuffed. We are going to also condense a few envelopes because there are a couple more that are now reaching their $50 milestone, and then just remaining consistent in what I'm doing because what I'm doing is working, so there's no need to change it. The only goal as far as that goes would be to increase how much we're stuffing, which that will come with time. So our total amount savings after everything is $450 to be able to put in our envelopes this pay period, which is great. Some goals, just monitoring our girl CD as far as the interest, keep that top of mind. I'm already putting together our income notes and documents for taxes to start that in December, and then just some notes for next month's pay. And then also we may be seeing some income changing in February depending on what happens at work. My husband may be up for a promotion, so we'll keep an eye on that and see how that changes our income. So yeah, 450 savings this pay period, which is great. So then next we're gonna do our cash planning to figure out how much we're gonna put into each envelope. And then I have last pay period's notes to be able to reference. So the end of last pay period, we had 2360, we're adding 450, so we should have 2800 after our stuffing for this pay period. Okay, so so we're going to do our normal for family goals to keep that on the pace that it's going. So vacation, emergency, and savings are gonna get 10. So we've got 450 to use, that's minus 30 so far. Okay, so vacation all through savings. Funny money is gonna get 5. Cars, I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna increase that just by a tad bit, just because I mentioned in another video how my car is being a turd, and we still haven't really figured out what's going on. I had to take it to another dealership because my car's a Kia, but they weren't open on Saturday when we could take them. So we took it to Toyota to kind of just have them run some tests on it to see if they could figure out what was wrong with it. And they didn't find anything wrong with the transmission, and they didn't find anything wrong with the engine, which is great. That is a huge sigh of relief. But that just tells me that whatever software upgrades they did back when I took it in for the recalls that were out is where I'm thinking the problem is. Because now it's communication failure, computer failure, electrical failure, and there's this weird white vapor that's coming out of the exhaust when it gets stuck in that. You know, you can't accelerate, it's like stuck in brake mode. So I'm hoping that there's something that they can do about it and to fix, because prior to taking it in for the recalls, there was nothing wrong with the car. I've kept it in pristine condition. It doesn't do long distance driving. It's within our city. I take it in for routine checkups, make sure that the oil is always topped off and, you know, everything's copacetic. And it's barely got 70,000 miles on it. So to be having these sort of detrimental issues is frustrating. It definitely shouldn't be happening this early on. So, but we'll see. I've got an appointment on the 16th for them to look at it, and hopefully they'll be able to tell me that they can fix it. And the Toyota also mentioned that it could be a calibration issue, whatever that means. I don't know, but hopefully they can fix it and fix it fast. So we're gonna up cars just by a tad bit. My total went away, so 30 and 15. Okay, home is gonna get 5. Let's see what's in home. It's grown relatively. Pets will do 5. Miscellaneous is going to be our roll. So we'll roll. The max we can get here is 6. And then if we don't roll a 6, whatever's left over will go to dollar buffer, plus whatever's left over at the end. So miscellaneous is going to get 1. Okay. 1. So we'll keep that in mind. We've got 5. It is going to dollar buffer plus whatever's left over at the end. And then groceries, we'll do 30. Okay, so that is family goals. Next, we'll do celebrations. All right, so New Year's and Valentine's will get their normal 2. 4th of July will get 5. Let's see, what is this? We're gonna move our priority to Christmas since Thanksgiving is done. Thanksgiving will do 5. Oh, sorry. Halloween will do 5. Thanksgiving will do 5. Christmas we're gonna do 20. Because there is, yeah, get that growing some more. Okay, so 4, 10, and 25. Okay, so the girl's birthday will get 10, their savings will get 10, my husband's savings will get 5, his birthday will get 5, we'll do 10 in our anniversary, and then 5 in gifts. Let's see. Yeah. And then that's just to keep these continuing to grow at the pace that they're at. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that is celebrations. Next is challenges, and we've got 280 left. All right, dollar buffer so far is getting 5, but we'll pause on that one. So 5s, 10s, 15s will do 10. 20s will do 10. 800s will do 10. 1000s will do 10. 2000s will do 10. And 3,000s. Do 10. And then we're going to do 10 in fall as well. And then the next one in 52 week is 7. Perfect. Okay. So that is challenges. So we've got 203 left. So 100 envelope. Let's do, we're going to do 2. Let's do 18 and 22. And then the next one in this 52 week is 10. Okay. And we're gonna do personal binder. As usual, overspending, we'll do 5. Health and beauty, we'll do 5. Coffee, we'll do 5. Dining out, we'll do 5. Date night, 5. Holiday, 5. Planner, 5. Self-care, 5. Entertainment, 5. Okay. So 5, 10, 20, 40. Yeah. This binder is growing nicely with, because these are the envelopes that I tend to put 5 in each pay period. And let's see, holiday, yeah. Planner. Self-care. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so that's the personal. And then finally, we've got our long-term. Starting with Miss Piggy. So we're going to do 10 in Miss Piggy, 10 in Butterfly, 10 in Rainy Day, and we're going to do 10 in Monthly. So that's 40. Girls Trip will do 5. Subs 5. Taxes 5. That'll put those at 50. Weekend will do 5. Electronics will do 5. Backyard will do 5. Family will do 5. Month ahead will do 5. Okay, so 40. And then we just have wedding. Which will also do 5. Okay. that's long term. Okay, so we have 8 left, but we've got 5 from our miscellaneous roll, which will go into dollar buffer. And that means we have 3 total left over. So it'll be a total that's going in dollar buffer 8. Perfect. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna triple check to make sure that we definitely got our full 450. Perfect. So we've got a total of 450 going into our envelopes. And now what we need to do is figure out our denominations. So we're gonna have quite a few 10s this stuffing. Do a 20 and a 10 for groceries. We'll do a 20 for Christmas. 10 for the girls. And then 100 envelope, we'll do 20, 1 and 2, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 10 for 52 a week, and then a whole lot of 5s. Okay. So then our denomination totals are, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we've got 21s. 21s. 32 5s. 21 10s, and 1, 2, 3 20s. All right, so $20 in ones. What was that, 160? 160 in 5s. 210 in 10s, and 60 in 20s. So then our total is 20, 260, plus 210, plus 60, 450. Perfect. Alrighty, so we've got the totals that we're going to put into each envelope for next video's cash stuffing. And then as usual, as we stuff each envelope, we'll then put our new totals so that we can continue that running balance to know what we're saving overall. And then what we're gonna have as our total, which is a little around 2,800 is what we should have at the end of next video's cash stuffing. Okay, so let me write what I need to take to request of the teller. So I need 21s, 32 5s, 21 10s, 3 20s, okay, so we're also going to have to condense some envelopes because we have a few that are meeting their $50 milestone. So let me just add this really quick. And then look at these totals. Okay, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to need 8 50s to be able to get those condensed a little bit. So let me add those to, so 8 50s. So we gotta get 400 to help with condensing. So 450 plus 400, we'll need a total of 850. Okay, so we're gonna need a total of 850 to help with the cash stuffing and cash condensing. And we're gonna do that in the next video together. Alrighty, so we are at the end of this video for our end of the month November 2nd pay period budget. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw. If you have any questions or comments, remember they're always open. And if you'd like to continue on this journey with me and you aren't already, I really hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, guys. Bye.